This may be the end. Game over. Finito. But I'm not going to go down without a fight. I'm going to show you how to deal with early blight. Something that is my worst nightmare, and that should be yours too, because it is deadly. This is not for crying. It's for something else. Now I'm going to show you what's keeping me awake at night. Early blight. You can see the leaves are a little yellow, some spots here, and that is bad news USA. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip any infected leaves off, not necessarily the entire leaf branch, but any leaf I see that shows signs of early blight. Now I'm going to take the infected leaves, put them in a bucket, and I'm going to take this bucket
and burn these leaves to the ground.
Just kidding, but seriously, when you have blighty leaves, you're gonna wanna dispose of these. Get them away from your tomato garden. Do not compost them, do not smell them, just get rid of them, bag them up so that they cannot infect any of your other tomato plants. Woe is the force of nature that preys on innocent creatures. It's unfortunate, but sometimes the amputation has to be done. And so, our frightful journey continues. Snip, discard. Now the key here is not to look at my messy garage, but instead to slow down the early blight in its tracks. You see, once your plants get blight, it's very difficult, if not impossible, to cure them. The blight is a fungus that has spread, likely from the soil, into the leaves, into the roots, into the plants. And so it's very sad, but it is the unfortunate truth. This can happen. It's happened to me in the past, and it's happening to me again. There are, in fact, fungicidal sprays you can purchase from your local garden center, but I've never used these. I am doing what I know best, which is to physically remove all the blight. When it comes to any sort of disease with tomato plants, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So ideally, I should have set up an irrigation system here. I have been watering these throughout the season with a watering can, going against my own words of advice. You can see the consequences. The early blight has set in, and that could very well be one of the causes. Now, I did set down some black plastic mulch here to help reduce soil splash, but alas, it has still occurred. You really want to focus on best practices with your tomato plants. Keeping things clean, mulching, watering with a drip irrigation system is one of the key steps that I omitted this year, and I could be paying the price dearly for this in terms of having a reduced harvest or even potentially not harvesting at all. This just goes to show that even someone who has been growing tomatoes for years and who is arguably very successful at growing them the vast majority of the time can still fail, can still make mistakes, and sometimes the consequences are unfortunately very dire. But I, Lucas from LucasGrowsBest, vow to never give up. I will do what it takes to reduce this blight, to allow these plants to produce and ripen and give me a delicious, beautiful harvest that will feed myself, my family, and my soul. No matter where you've started, no matter who you are, know that the path to success is fraught with failure. There is no avoiding it. Even when you know better, sometimes you still make the wrong choices. Every season, I am humbled in the garden. I have a lot of experience, yes, but I am not immune to failure. I am not immune to setbacks. Life is hard. Unpredictable things happen. Don't just sit there and cry. Don't be depressed. Get up, stare failure in the face, and march on. Inspiration aside, one of the best ways to avoid the impacts of disease is to choose hardy varieties right from the start. And I've curated a special list of my top varieties that I've grown throughout the years. You can get it down below for free, links in the description. So check it out if you're interested. And hey, if you want to take your garden game to the next level, get more gardening inspiration as well as practical, actionable tips and tricks that I've acquired over my 12+ year gardening career, you can check out my ebook, links down below in the description. Again, I'm not perfect, but I have grown tomatoes successfully, and I've compiled everything I've learned over the years in this ebook. So it's everything in one quick start guide, everything you need to know from seed to harvest. I had a long day at work today and I didn't feel like filming a video, but I thought this is the perfect opportunity to push through the pain and show you guys my process of dealing with early blight. It happens with tomatoes. There are some things you can do to prevent it, like using mulch and bottom watering with a drip irrigation system. And once it happens, there's not too much you can do, but you can still slow it down by cutting off diseased leaves with sterile pruners or by snapping them off with a thumb and forefinger. I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button because we are 30K away from 100,000 subscribers. And I don't know about you, but I really want to see that silver play button with Lucas Grows Best on it.